forgot to mute you. Okay. Thanks for being here on my birthday. I appreciate it. I really do. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else myself for my birthday. So rather than with you guys. Well, we've been talking about all the niyamas, and we're finally up to the last niyama, which is called Ishvara Pranadhana. Kind of a long name. And Ishvara Pranadhana means surrender to something greater. So whatever your vision of something greater, perhaps the universe, God, whatever you want to think of, or if you don't believe in God, maybe you just think of being open to something greater that kind of impacts our lives. And so Ishvara Pranadhana, if you if you truly believe in that if you surrender to something greater than just yourself, it kind of encompasses all the niyamas, right? So I taught a class about meditation not too long ago. And one of the things when I was preparing for it, one of the things that I remembered is that faith is the number one way to exercise your brain. So it's really, really healthy for your brain to have faith, to believe in something greater than yourself. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so this was from a book where they actually did research studies. So it's a good thing to have faith. It keeps you young, maybe. I don't know. So think about all that. Close your eyes. Just turn inward. Check in this morning. So in essence, Ishvara Pranadhana means cultivating a deep and trusting relationship with the universe and making each action like an offering to something greater. And the idea of surrendering can also be applied to the intention we set at the beginning of practice. You can think of it as an offering up of the results of one's actions to something greater, or perhaps to humanity. In this way, our yoga practice becomes less about what it can do for us, but how we can help ourselves stay healthy enough to help the world around us. Which I kind of like. That's the real goal, right? So just take a moment to set an intention for practice today. And then please bring hands to heart center. May we all recognize the grace that's within us and within others. And please lower your hands, open your eyes. Now let's get started. So stretch your arms up really tall in your spine. And then bend your elbows and just place your right elbow over the top of your left. And you can either hug, bring hands together, or wrap. Just feel a stretch between your shoulder blades. Right, bow forward a little bit. And then lengthen up, just kind of Move, getting things a little bit stretched out. Good, and then unwind and switch. See if that feels any differently. Breathe. Good, and then unwind. And come on down to your back. Set the music. And just open your knees with your soles of your feet together. Just bring your hands on your belly. Just notice your breath for a moment. Check in with your spine, with your hips. And we're going to keep the left leg exactly where it is and just bring the right knee up towards your right armpit. You can hug it in a little bit, just kind of off to the side. You feel like a cricket, something, I don't know. And then interlace behind your thigh there with the leg still wide and stretch your leg long. And point and flex a few times. And then bring your left knee up. Bring your right ankle across. And just check in with that. You can keep an active foot. And then just go ahead and slide your knee over the top of the other knee. So like you're sitting in a chair with your legs crossed. And then bring your left foot up. Hug your legs together like you're an eagle legs. And if you want to, you can stack your right elbow on top of your left. Do those eagle arms again. And then see, can you draw your belly button back and lift your head and chest up and touch your elbows to your knee. Yeah. Big stretch. And then lay back down, unwind, and come back to that Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, your knees wide. And pause there. Now keeping your right leg right where it is, bring your left knee up wide. Kind of check it out. How does it feel? And then you can interlace behind, extend that leg out to the side, point and flex. See how the inner thigh feels. Ooh, tight for me. I don't know about you. Both inner thighs. And then just bring your knee up. Your foot's more in the middle of the mat, and bring the ankle across. Open that hip up a little more. And then slide it down, so knees on top of knee. Left elbows on your right. You can either hug, it's okay, or do nothing with your arms if your shoulders are giving you issues. And then lift your right foot up, hug the legs towards each other and the arms towards each other. And then lift your head and chest and maybe touch elbows to knees. Get your core warmed up. Good. And then come on back down. Unwind everything. And then just hug your knees in and roll up to seated. And come on to all fours. If you want a little knee mat, you can use it here. And just start to move in a big figure eight. You've already warmed up your hips a little bit, so maybe you can make your figure eight bigger. I don't know. And switch directions. And then once you've evened that out, pause with a flat back and just check in with your spine and your core. And so the number one way to exercise your brain is faith. But one of the other good ways to exercise your brain is to do crossovers or opposites. So extend your right leg and your left arm. Really engage the core. Maybe point your toes. Extend long, but keep the hips square, shoulders square, back of neck long. And hold for 3 more breaths if you can. Sometimes we push ourselves. Sometimes we say, no, that's not working for me today, and we need to rest. That's okay. 1 more breath. And bring them both down. Switch sides. Extend left leg, right arm. You can point your toes if you want, just to feel length both directions. Check in with your core. Is your low belly drawing up? Your rib cage is back. 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, lower down. And go ahead and take a little child's pose. Put your hips way back. Rest your wrists. You want to bring your hands to prayer position. And then just bring them up behind your head. A little stretch in your triceps. And it looks like a surrender to something greater when we're in a position like this. It feels like a surrender to something greater. And then stretch the arms back out. Come up to all fours again. And just for fun, swivel your right foot to the right. Your knee stays there. Extend your left leg and come up to a little side Vasisthasana with open heart, and stretch your arm by your ear so you feel really super long in that left side body. Maybe even angle towards the floor both directions so you're feeling a little bit more of an arch. Good. And then come on down and we'll switch sides. Left foot swivels, right leg extends. Find a good safe spot and then stretch the arm by the ear. Maybe even angle a little bit more. And come on back down. All fours position. Just work through a couple cow, cat. And then finding a flat back, extend the right leg again and the left arm. And this time we're going to do a crossover. So you're going to have to move into more like a cat position. So very slowly, see how controlled you can be. Bring elbow to knee and round like a cat. Good, and then just as slowly extend it back out. See how controlled you can be into it. 4 more times, so we get 5. I know you're gonna be on the hand a long time, but it feels really good, very controlled. And then you can ask yourself, hey, maybe that's not good for me. Maybe I need to take a break. It's okay. And when you've done 5, come on down. Well, let's even that out. So extend your left leg, your right arm. Think long spine. I'm going to stay that way as I very controlled bring elbow to knee and round 5 times. And when you've done 5, come on down, curl your toes under, get back on your heels, if that works for you, just to stretch out your feet a little bit. I've been going barefoot way too often lately. I need to stretch my feet out, my toes out. I know it. I know it. Take a breath or two. And now we're going to transition up to a downward facing dog. So bring your hands forward of your shoulders. Just be mindful as you move up into your first down dog for today. I always think if I'm checking in with my breath that I am surrendering somewhat because it softens the rest of me, even though I'm working hard with my muscles and my body. Every breath kind of gives it a new perspective, so to speak. And then on your next inhale, come forward to plank. And then bend your knees, push your butt back to downward facing dog. And do that again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the knees, press way back, downward facing dog. One more time. Plank. And downward facing dog. And then come on down to your knees and take a child's pose. Make your way back to all fours and just come on down to your bellies. Hands by your chest. Stretch your feet, lift to cobra. In that way. Let's do it a couple more times. So when you inhale, think long spine, lift. And exhale, lower. One more time. and lower. Good, curl the toes under. Push up to plank, you can do it. Good, bend your knees. Push back, downward doggy. And slowly walk your hands back to your feet. To forward fold there, back at the back of your mat. Feel connection with all parts of your feet to the floor, to the earth. Good, and then slowly roll all the way up, standing. Good. And then stretch your arms forward, interlace the hands, press the palms up, and stretch up tall. And just do a couple side bends here. So right side angle, and left side. And then when you end up back at the right side again, I want you to keep thinking, I want to keep weight in my left foot and possibly lift the right foot up. That's it. And come on back and switch. Keep weight in the left. Or in your right foot, I say, and lift your left. And come on up. Big stretch and bring your hands down. Good, now standing on your right foot again, lift your left knee. Extend your left arm. So right knee, left arm. The left arm can just help you balance wherever. Maybe extend the leg. Bend the knee and bring everything down. Good. Switch sides. Right knee comes up, left arm. Maybe extend the leg. Don't have to do that part. It's just opposites are good for the brain. And then release down. Okay, one more time, standing on the right foot. Everybody's trying to call me while I'm teaching. Sorry, for my birthday, I think. Lift your left knee, cross over. And this time, bring left hand to right knee, or right hand to left knee is what I meant to say. And release. Switch sides. Left hand to right knee. And release. Well done, guys. Stretch your arms up. And pull forward again. Just pause there. Maybe sway side to side. And walk your hands back out to a downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. And just hold. Maybe you can lift your right leg and your left arm. Oh, good. And come down. Left leg, right arm. just for a moment and come down and lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, back down. Come up to all fours and grab your blocks. And come up to downward facing dog here. Extend the right leg. And then bend the knee and bring it towards the left elbow. So right knee towards left elbow, and then step it through. Good job. Stay there, just kind of feel that stretch. Feel long spine. The left leg's back, extend the right arm, kind of at the same angle that your hips, your legs angling down to the floor from your hips, your arms angling up. Feel really super long. Good, and then touch down, lower the back knee, and come more up at that same angle that your femur's at. Just feel that, and then angle the right arm up there. You can keep the left hand on the block. It's okay, we're just kind of stretching everything out. And then touch down, lift the back knee, step back, down dog. Then the left leg, and angle that over to your right elbow. So left knee to left, right elbow, step it through. Good job. Once you get your bearings, feel the length, feel the connection. Extend the left arm. Even though you're stretching long through the left arm, your left hip crease stays back. You're just lengthening through the spine, through the leg. Good. Touch down, lower the knee, hug to the midline. Same thing, right hand stays on the block maybe. Left arm stretches up, pulling that left hip crease back, lengthening out through the left hand. Lengthening through the right knee. Good. Touch down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Extend the right leg. Do that crossover. So right knee towards the left elbow and step it through. Good job. Now you're going to keep the right hand on the block, ground the back foot down. Bring your left hand to your hip. And then slowly open up Parshva Konasana. Now it's going to be same side, leg and hand. So stretch the arm by your ear. Feel really nice and long, but feel like, yeah, gonna angle down just a little bit more. Really stretch out the side body. Keeping the belly and the chest open to the side. Arm and leg together. Good, touch down. Turn the back heel up, step back. Down dog. And the left leg. Bring the knee towards the right elbow. Feel that crossover action, then step it through. Round the back foot down. Make sure the block's in a good spot so your arm and leg support each other, right hand to the hip. And then open the belly and the chest. Maybe extend the arm. Feel nice and long through left foot to left fingertips, or I guess right foot to right fingertips, really backwards today. And then angle towards the floor. Maybe just a little bit, it's okay. And then touch down, turn the heel up, step forward this time. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Remembering your intention. And release your hands. Open your eyes and stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. Step your left foot back to a deep lunge position. Stretch that right arm forward, so that feeling again, and then just slowly open up into a little twist. Good, and touch back down. And now ground the back foot down again. Right hand stays on the block, left hand to the hip. Parsvakonasana again. And then really present your feet, come up to a warrior two. I want you to just feel really connected. And then see what happens if you just lean forward, reach forward. The left leg, right arm, opposites. Good, and touch down. And then turn the back heel up. Step forward. And switch. Right foot back. Deep lunge. Stretch your left arm forward. Left hip crease back. And open up to that little twist. Good, and touch that left hand down to the block. Ground your right foot down. Right hand to the hip. Come up, warrior two. Get that feeling of super good connection through your core and your legs. And then just stretch forward, reach forward. See if you can hold in a position, breathe, and then touch down. Good job. Step back, downward dog. Just set your blocks off to the side a moment. Down dog's kind of a resting pose at this point in the practice. And then come forward to plank. Lower to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Or even up dog if you're into that today. And lower. Curl the toes. Push up to all fours. Grab your blocks again. And come to down dog. And step your feet up to your hands between the blocks. And then grab the blocks and turn them the highest height and bring them forward. You might have to bend your knees a little bit. And I like to have them up from the little toe side because you want to feel stable. Pull this down. So we're going to do opposites again here. So extend your right leg and just wait. And you don't want to lift it higher than your hips. Just kind of wait there until you feel super stable. You might have to bend the knee slightly on your standing leg, your left leg. And then add the left arm. It's kind of like you're making a tabletop, but feel really long through the back of your neck. Feel a stable spine. Good, touch down. And wait, and then extend the left leg till it's hip height, and the right arm. Just kind of see, is the weight right in the middle of my right foot? Can I get my spine longer? Can I feel more connected? Lifting right from the belly of your hamstring. And come on down. Good. Turn the toes out slightly. Make your way to a deep squat. Should feel kind of nice. Want to bring hands to heart center if that works for you. Good. And then come back up. Straighten your feet out and roll up to standing. How'd that feel? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do something kind of fun. So let me just demo first. So you're just gonna step the right toes back. So you're standing on the left leg. And then you're gonna extend the opposite arm, so left arm. And then just watch me first. You're just gonna slowly bring that leg up, lengthen forward, and then come back up. We're gonna do that 5 times, see how it goes. Just go super slow, okay? So try it. So standing on your left foot, just bring your right toes back so you can get that feeling of connection. And then as you slowly lean forward, bring your leg up, bring your arm out. And if your toes don't come up off the ground, that's okay. Just do it 5 times. Just play with it. You're going to feel it in your glutes. And when you're done, let's stand there for a moment. Shake it out. Because we have another side to do. And if you do fall forward, your block's there. So standing on your right foot now, left toes come back. Just check in with your core. As you lean forward, bring your right arm out, left leg back. 5 times on your own pace. It's really checking in. Just have to pause before go again. When you're done 5, just rest and standing. Whoa. This side's always harder for me with my knee, but good. Come on up. Bring hands to heart center. And pause. Remembering your intention. Calming your heart rate. Good. Lower your hands, open your eyes, and grab one block and bring it by the outside of your right foot. Now, you don't have to use the block. I kind of like the block. We're going to do eagle pose because we've prepped for it in every way, right? So standing on your right foot, you're going to bend both knees and then lifting the left knee high, bring that knee over the top and bring the toes to the block. And then square up your hips, squeeze them together, maybe hug your foot into your low leg if you want that. Just feel it for a moment. Eagle pose. I lifted my foot, good, and then unwind. Switch sides. Same thing, bend both knees, lift high, bring it across, and then use your arms for balance. Just hug, maybe squeeze the foot into your low leg. And unwind. Good. Okay, we're going to do it again. You can choose to do it with the block or without, your choice. I will add the arm. So now your leg that's on top, that's the elbow that'll be underneath. So they're close to each other. So bend both knees. Step your left leg across. Find support there. And then your left elbow will be under right and either hug, back of hands, or wind. Think really strong core, hugging to the midline with your arms hug into each other, your legs hug into each other. Keeping everything square. And release. Fine, good job. Switch. Take a breath. Surrender. Bend both knees. Bring that knee up as high as you can so you can get it in a good spot. And then the right elbow comes under left this time. And just hug everything in. Feel connection in your core. One more breath. And unwind. Whew. One side always feels easier. Good, come on up to the front of your mat. You don't need your blocks anymore. Stretch your arms up. Good, and fold forward. Pranam. And fold. Step your feet back to a downward facing dog. I'm going to give you options here. We're going to do Vasisthasana. So you can do it on your knees like we did before, which is totally fine. Or you can swivel to the little toe side of your right feet, or the Swivel your heels to the right, little toe side of the right foot, inside edge of the left, and see if you can open up Vasisthasana. Good. Stretch your arm by your ear. And maybe round down. So press through your feet, round towards the floor. Nice, you guys. And come on back down. Take a child's pose. Let your arms rest. Let your hands rest. But we have another side, so come on up. Downward facing dog. Swivel the heels to the left. Come up. Side plank. Extend the arm by the ear. Really press into your feet. Think long side body. Maybe angle. Like a crescent. Bend. Good. And come on back. And come to your knees for a second. Stretch your feet long. Get back on your heels this time. Crack, crack. You. I know here it's my birthday and my gut's really sticking out today. Oh, goodness. Okay, one more time, Vasisthasana, and you get to choose. This time, I'm going to stack my feet. So come on up to down dog and turn to the little toe side of your right foot, stack your left one on. You can still do the on the knees thing. Come up to side plank. Stretch the arm by the ear. This time, instead of angling, lift your top leg. Stretch through the left toes and the right fingers. Or I mean the left fingers. Good, and come on down. Go right to the other side, little toe side of the left foot, stack the right on. You can do any or all of that with the right leg. Lengthen long through the spine, through the right foot and right fingertips. Good, and come on down. Come to all fours. Swivel your feet to the side. And come to your backs. Feet right under knees. Hands on your belly. Just feeling your breath. Move in and out. And then step your feet a little wider. Bring your arms to T or cactus. And just entertain some windshield wipers. Have it be a calming movement, and you can move at your own pace. And the next time your knees are up, just allow your knees to come together in the middle and just rest there for a moment. And then wiggle your feet in so your feet are right under knees and they're hip distance. Hands by the hips. Just adjust your shoulders. Press into your feet and lift up to a bridge pose, Setu Bandha. And allow your glutes to just kind of hang there like ripe fruit. Hanging down. You can shake them if you want. Just to notice if you're keeping that a little heart lift. And then lower back down. Hug your knees in. Just kind of rock side to side, just calming down. Low back. And then just keep rocking side to side as you grab your knees and slowly push them away from you till your arms eventually are full length. A little massaging of the glutes. And then release your feet and stretch out for Shavasana. I guess it's like that. And settle in. When you relax, you find peacefulness. It's contagious and it spreads that throughout the world. Truly believe that. And you connect to something that's greater than yourself. We feel more connection with all others on our planet. It really helps you find something, tension, thoughts that aren't serving you. You let them go. Today, I will not burden myself by thinking I need to run the universe. I needn't control anyone or anything. I need only to show up fully with my heart and in my excellence. I surrender everything to God who lives within me. Every burden and decision I place in his hands. I know that as I do so, I will be led to divine right thought and actions. The universe will arrange itself on my behalf. Ishvara Pranadhana. That's from Marianne Williamson's book of miracles. Start to notice the breath still there, moving in and out of that body that's totally at rest. You'll start to move and wiggle and make your way back to room, the space. Take your time coming up to seated. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you so much for shining your lights on me today. I appreciate it. And I really respect and bow to each of those lights. Appreciate you guys. Namaste.